We got Cooper Mays, custom hat for the Tennessee Center. All right, so explain this custom hat process that they got here at SEC Media Days for you.
Yeah, so basically they've got a whole room set up to where you're kind of in there taking pictures. You got a custom hat going, and, you know, you can kind of pick whatever you want. But, you know, I chose to listen to the professionals and get something that goes with everything they say. So
now, that's right. This goes with a suit.
Goes with everything.
You can dress it down. You can wear it with jeans. Now, how do we feel about the line dancing? Is that because you could wear this hat if one went line dancing? And I do realize there are some establishments in Knoxville where that goes on.
Yeah, there's a few. Haven't seen them yet. Haven't been over there. You know,
You've been in Knoxville a long time. So.
I know. I try to stay away from anything that jeopardizes the ankles and knees. So no line dancing for me.
I will say, okay, so I avoided it too, and I grew up. I was in high school, like when Boot Scoot Boogie came out, Achy Breaky Heart, all the classic era.
The classics.
But I didn't go until I was in my early 20s. I was already married, so it was too late. And I walked in there, and I see the girl-to-guy ratio is like 8-1. And I looked at my wife, I'm like, I messed up, didn't I? She's like, yep, you should have learned to do this earlier.
You know, I actually went to a rodeo like 2 weeks ago, and it was the same thing.
Wow.
Same thing. They call it the slide and ride in Jackson, Tennessee. It's a pretty cool place.
So the rodeo thing would be cool. Now, you grew up in Knoxville, so it's, you know, people assume, I think people outside the South assume, oh, you grew up in the South, there's horses and cows everywhere. You grew up in the city. But, like, what would you have done in the rodeo? If you'd have really grown up on a farm, like...
I did a little bit.
What'd you do?
So, well, we grew up, so everybody says, I tell people I'm from Knoxville.
Right.
But I'm really from a place called Kingston, Tennessee. It's
well, I do know where that is.
35 minutes west on I-40.
Yeah, okay.
We grew up, you know, about 110 acres. Cows.
Oh, shoot. I did not realize this. Okay.
Cows, chickens.
Okay.
We used to throw hay bales all year round, dude. Terrible. The only thing I wanted for my birthday was to not do hay again. Because we get done with practice for about 2 hours. I go throw hay, stack hay for 2 hours in a hot barn, 109 degrees up there. Terrible.
How heavy is a hay bale?
Depends which kind of grass you got. But we had alfalfa orchard mix, so it's like a good 60 pounds probably.
And then over and over and over again?
Over and over and over. It's like hang cleans over and over and over.
It's funny because Cody Mock, who plays O-line for the Bucks, I asked him about that because he grew up on a farm in North Dakota.
Yeah.
And apparently they were a little more of an industrial farm than because he's like, I didn't throw hay bales. We had a machine for that.
Oh yeah, no.
Like we had to load them into a semi. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
we're talking about a different level of farming here.
Yeah, no.
So,
we were very much small scale.
Yeah.
Just, you know, get your hands dirty or, you know, delivering to the small time customers.
How much does that feed into the work ethic though? Like when you learn how to work like that, does it make the strength program easier? Does it make going to practice easier?
I think so. I mean, when you teach your kids how to work, it brings a whole new respect to kind of your whole life in general. But, I mean, I tell you right now, if I can go do the hardest practice in the summer and then go 2 more hours of throwing hay and stacking hay that I just stacked up just to throw off of it to stack up again, I mean, if you can do that, you can do a football workout.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No
well, that's what, and like you said, hang cleans over and over and over again.
Hang cleans over and over.
But, man, so I'm amazed you never got on the line dancing piece of it. So now back to my rodeo question. So what would you be in the rodeo? Would you steer wrestler? Would you what do you think you do?
I feel like I could steer wrestle. I wouldn't be bold enough to try to ride the bull. I could maybe do steer wrestling though. If you let me get a good grip of its horns.
I feel like O linemen are sort of built for that because you get the grip and it's you get the upper body twisting but also the lower body strength. It does feel like feels like dealing with a nose tackle.
Yes, I mean I haven't done it yet, but if I had to compare blocking Elijah Simmons in a one-on-one pass rush rep, that's what I do.
Elijah Simmons, I'm glad you mentioned him.
Yep.
Beautiful singing voice.
Yes.
Does he ever sing across the line of scrimmage from your practice?
No, not on the line of scrimmage. But if you hear somebody singing in the locker room, it's usually him belting something out.
Is it still songs that all came out before you were born?
Oh yeah, that's all we listen to.
Because he's Mr. Boyz II Men.
Yes, New Edition.
Shy. I mean, we had an interesting he took me through the whole.
Oh yeah, no, I think I don't know. The more I get older, the more I love the 90s, 80s, R&B, the blues, the classic.
You're an old soul.
I am, man. I really thrive in that arena. I think if you're in that arena, you're going to be a good person anyway, dang near.
Oh, yeah. So this is good. All right. So if you're playing Tennessee, if you're playing in the trenches, and you hear somebody humming If I Ever Fall in Love,
it's Big E.
It's Big E. And it is beautiful. Like, that would be, because somebody was talking about Michigan had a guy last year who could fake the clap with his mouth.
Oh, yes.
And it's legal if you can do that.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking Elijah, if he just starts belting out If I Ever Fall in Love by Shy or Into the Road.
They might just get up and start dancing, won't they?
Could he cause somebody to make a snap infraction, to jump off, or to false start? Like, is that possible?
I think it's possible. I mean, only one way to find out. Can't hurt.
Well, all right.
Maybe
so
a little bit less breath.
I want to know. We're gonna check in with you and Elijah week 1.
Got it.
So I want you to go back to Knoxville with this idea and say, hey, listen, this is going to be our secret weapon. It is you singing 90s R&B to the opposing center.
Yeah. Hold us to it.
And
Come
just
back.
lull him into a false sense of security.
Hey, I'm here with it. You just got to check in. I'll hold him to it.
This is how Tennessee's going to make the playoff. Just watch.
Right here.
Cooper Mays, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for watching. Just a reminder, subscribe to this channel right here so you never miss an episode of Andy Staples On 3. And oh, by the way, watch all the other great videos on the On3 Sports YouTube channel.